I would say Bamwa Jona Yamakwaba, Edo our Adom TV, Pampaso, Jumedie so. Don't share back when the enemy, every son say Edi or my Ghana ho and Komo. Amanyoko NDC MPP, Abu ho, say in film pinini doing say abatono, will be a nyajan ho cra. And inti say ye Bamba boy, say ya Zoka boy, say ye Vigilante group C. Ubi a ashase ma nano cry de ba kwen PM say ye say and second ye go ho ye nyaja ye ho cra. Please if one penny for the abase be ya say ku ahodo nya no parties no enwu no. So far parties no aye silent won kakra ye hwe sa hoboa no etesen 2016 den ene enhwe ni mu emphasize asemi ho. Eno extra mampani John Dramani Mahama e de reshuffle list bia betudwa. Dr. Mamudu Baomi a kire se wanye kra anka eye. Empanifo pi a kire wo mo adwen e de afa ho. Ebedi ho nkomo anwumre e Pampaso. Ene nsem bia ne nyina no esese ebisa e ho ensem. Midi ni Kofi Adoma Nwanwani Ebraso say obetna TV no afra unua. Mini producer Welbeck Kofi Ampadu don hwe ye besomo. Ye ntwa ye ho na ye nkonom ye super tea ye wi a yakọ Amen Scientific Herbal Clinic akoya yaresa ye wi a ye besan aba. Awusa be shase na ye de nko wono na opani Kamal Din Abdullahi ye Nasara coordinator ema NPP amanyuku no ofie ha sanso na ye hwe enimo se yebenya ye second guest na emom mene no ebe shase na afi ye di enkomo aja ye mo ajo
obi meze
nyame ado
we me ba ha cheke kra
ehia ya che
emo ne dwuma pa
yeah that's
mo ya de Pampaso de em say mo ni class
yeah that's
at all you're really doing so well.
That's now MPP so far it is I say the din ye nyama wasem papa
well the be America me say or ba fanyin sen no so ko wo a go through a process I friend labor no many scientists are omoye biologists no omo tell say ba no go through a lot of pain na owu we are no afa no ho afa no ba and then it's all about joy. I guess all the turmoil in MPP I could do with the Adri. Just say it's just like a stage of our labor. Now, inshallah, we are going to give birth by November 7th, which birth is going to be the baby named the Power or the Victory 2016. So we are on course. We are arranging ourselves, we're putting ourselves ready. A campaign team, we've announced the campaign team. I'm in charge of Directorate of Operations as a Deputy Director of Operations for the campaign. And I think, say, by and large, we are so poised and ready to wrestle power from the NDC, or this incompetent NDC, I should say. It was almost there. Let me say, President now say, you join Funu, and I can't say, you join Funu, or that point of Funu, which one is the right one? You join Funu. So if he says so, figuratively, so you should know, say, when you be he doesn't care. Workers equal demonstration on Fahon, Obi yes on Fahon, $28 a barrel no for crude oil now and never tough well less no on Fahon. Nothing seems to be working in this country. Obi tam 300 million spray bases are on Fahon. I mean, all these things are working. Obi ko fa instead of $220 million, they go a merry deal. No be tam $510 million on Fahon. Okay? Were you Mesika or court say 1 year, make 2 years kind of back on Fahon, only for you to come and burden us again with taxes. So for us, as a party, Nana Adodonko Kufado, why Kado say Yamia Adom said the 2 million manua, or Babe save Ghana, or Babe Juma, ama Ghana, as I found a Tumapa Afra.
But the Nasara coordinator, no actually mo party said they can't say campaign team no work home ebi. IGP say Vigilante groups, NSA, Bamba boys, all those boys, and invisible, and Hefwina, Yadia, Ebama, Womo, Amomaya, Juma 2016. In dissolve parties, Munina Munisolve. What can one be share? My name is essential.
Answer my bus assembly. Let me say, my name say, what is Nasara? No, you be your first national Nasara conference. Kumasi on the 30th of this month, and I want to hear.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Maybe I'm more no Kumasi. I don't know. Fundraising.
We know acquire strategic. First of all, no. Oko he zongo kesia zongo sopa. Uze nasara na zongo juma na eyo. Zongo ne settler communities ni juma na eye. Na oko he zongo sopa wagana ha. The center is Kumasi, and the sanko Kumasi so. So yeah, no, you choose the venue because MPP a stronghold Ashanti. We are choosing it because of the Zongo. Which means the Zongos of Magic we know as was say and this in Alpha. And so baby I kwaji sa juma we no. As was constituency. Oh, but this time round we are going to take the seat away. Halidu, of course, our candidate or Honono, is showing say indeed seat no obejama yepa. So we are going there to make sure say Zongo nyina or Ghana nyina they are coming together for us to have our conference and tell them say party no was Zongo policies position e Honom. A Honda flag bearer, Dongo Kufado, on the vice presidential candidate, is our policy to Beba Obiamo. So on the 30th of January, we are going to move to Aswasi constituency for the Nasara conference, first Nasara conference. Now, my was saying so. Wait a minute, I say now. I see Vigilante group, IGP Akasa. I think say it's good. Obanbia a woman, Emra Enye Jumano. Na sa no. And say fata say nipa betinam. Oh, so first of all, no, don't allow anybody. Mama yama obi enkofa emra no ensha nsa enkodi djuma boni bi. It wouldn't help us. O man bia no e wo say nyina emra no ebo ye ho ban. Na say IGP na say dey say as the police head no, otimi bomodin say operationally a normal normal year eco election mu. We have seen what has happened in other countries. Say Kenya, say la Côte d'Ivoire, near we are not praying, say, Nyakopon, Ebema Bibisa, Esiwa Hanum, Yamimpengu, say, Bibisa, Besiwa. Na say, Ensiswa, free, and she share Yedibe to Honum towards the power, towards the election time. Na say, Sa, she share away, for me, if only is genuine, see, no, me say, if only is genuine, say, IGP, any office, other officers, Omokaka home. Any interior minister, outgoing interior minister, if only they are genuine and mean what they want to do, I support it strongly.
Why? You feel it's a genuine?
You see, I don't think about genuine. Nipa be violence, vigilante violence.
That man is gone. To say,
but he's the one. Oh, she share we only the buy. Only announce here. Outgoing interior minister. It is Honorable Makuyongo who brought it. On one so na kojina honum eka chiro Ghana for nyina say violence begets violence. Sani pona ne kan yo. Enti na make say if only is genuine, I'll be by it. However, yes, I will challenge be. Onim say na senya NDC foot soldier be say NDC communications or executive so. Okotna baby eno kwa wo de kan intro ho. Wo intro no mu say. O say omo ase omo se kan ato honum 2016.
And also please ever invite no.
I invite you there ehina akwakosi.
Wo mu guso.
Ankosi aga. Ya ntehwe. Ade na senya ye ko NDC ko yo primaries e wo ye friend sen nanton for NDC primaries one who say NDC nipa akotam ballot box e ko so the for chase no mo all the tuchi na mo ko che no almost ban no you see this is the point we are making until I say so if they are genuine I don't have a problem
until the some group no amofo no Bamba Boys Invisible. But
let me tell you one thing. When you know names, their names. But see, the point is that okay, vigilante groups will be disbanded. What disbanded? Nipana, oye, if anything. Oh, can say was this kind? Train. Say obetu try MPP for and opposition for no. Sa nipano, ye mi say okay, vigilante group behind. Baby, so what we have to do is that ye nyina tell abi. Me amitai ene wo ene omo hwe we I said they say you make sure say indeed we have a free fair transparent election be acceptable by all. I have a role to play in it. Honorable Telabi have a role to play in it. Who role to play in it? Na say be ya betimi eden akwanim as a nation. Na obi ebe ka asem say yenye say na akoshe eden okoshe echire ye no bia ebe provoke bia then we have a problem. Until now okase violence begets violence no on na account. No violence begets no say indeed if he's genuine in disbanding these groups I have no problem. Let's all try to cooperate with the police, cooperate with national security because we have only one Ghana. And say if Ghana bends we are all going to suffer. And so for me indeed I support the idea. However, they should genuinely identify those groups. Do we have
Boys.
them? How many are them?
Bamba Boys.
Now, look, let me tell you, some of these are names. Do they exist?
So Bamba Boys.
My man can show Mate Bolga Bulldog, Bamba Boys. Most of them I don't know them. So I'm saying that the police should do a thorough job.
But you know Azoka Boys. You know Azoka Boys.
Oh, I've heard of Azoka Boys. I've heard of Invisible Forces. Okay, I've heard of other forces, of course, that I've seen. Point is that Azoka Boys, I've seen it. Broad daylight, sometimes people do things. All these things happen. Yes, if the police have come out to say, yeah, disbanded, yeah, making sure that those things will not happen in our election, I support it. However, when him said Nipano, or security, if one can say protection, if one can say first, and son will be by one by. When him say, until the police for quite, they will give you, sorry, on the mouth procedure, or the baby home by. Say, yeah, obi echo attack, and I be because what do you do first? What do you have to do to ensure that you are safe? Until nipa ankasa buying bono everyone ankasa first. So everybody, the point I'm making is that honorable tell abi oche omo party mu omo internal security or honor. They don't just solely rely on police. Why? We have gone to programs with them, you see them their security. We too we have our internal security. Which I say maybe is a nomenclature and as a name. That somebody will say may Fresi, may Essie. But nobody means any bad, as it were, nobody has any bad intent to go and cause harm or cause mayhem. No, but your security must be there, so you can ensure say we move out. But I can assure you one thing: yeah, MPP they were committed to whatever that police, any soldier for any national security, any better in place for us to ensure that we have a free election.
They didn't want community. Please, if say groups are hot or Bamba Boys, Azoka Boys, Bulldogs, young good in na.
Yeah, me that's it. Me
Now, sorry.
And say, asempa say police for about out. I say any caution. I can't change for say woman move from do groups no. Woman here na. We be face we be disbanding all those groups. Now, yeah, a peaceful election because it's about this electoral election. I come November or say December. I'm saying this because I didn't know from Ravi and call my parliament here say yeah best son yet. Come the banner yes son there, and they be November 7th. Otherwise, 7th December. Now, the main one I can say. I've always been saying this. Say, political parties, you are sudi kesiye pa. Sudi one say you be ma ye enkrofo and I say ye woman with DH would understand the electoral system. The education first thing say we the leaders we must understand the electoral process very well. If you want more, now they are common teacher for branches, executives. We should let them understand it very, very well. Senebeya, senipano, you see, understanding of the process, and the man are transparent, Okay. But a lot of the time, elections in Koso, now normal amount for can. Things that don't exist. They are can't they are heightened tension. Amount for air kuntokwa unnecessarily. But you share the electoral system Ghana. I think it's one of the most transparent. Now, if it starts with even the registration, Ghana, the whole of Africa, but Ghana is the only country you have a collective electoral register. One, your agents all stakeholders, agents go try on. Oko rounds are Obia kra, women notes. Nipa no be twem no control ni dia no matro. Omu control no matro. They take information. Ibinu kra to me pray woman tally card ni ani nyina womo ye. No they monitor bibia. Here we are. Exhibition, exhibition. The same thing. party for count.
Yeah.
Party for count. Electoral Commission. Everybody. So they make gonna say. And you know, you process no. Idea you call nya obia. So they say. And you know, say at various stages, all stakeholders are involved to the extent say. Again, apart from the fact say Electoral Commission here independent, no, you will be a friend IPAC. Though their decisions are not binding on the EC, but most of the time, no, one more decisions, one more discussions, no, influence the EC. The human way. So they make an answer. And then you know, from the head, from the one person in the party to the last, our party no must understand the process, because the echoes no, if you misunderstanding or the fact say you process not say you know, and never more be sorry. No, we can't say oh, kona kofa way, and now kofa badminton no member no ballot box, kofa ballot box na fe Johnny, koye say.
No, because it's
o ti make gonna say koye. So they make gonna say. But it is because parties, you know, some of the parties educate educate say
members no
yes.
But who check you say MPP Bamba Boys.
Yeah.
NDC Azoka Boys.
But NDC ni Azoka Boys.
So far Azoka mo chairman.
Yes,
or when the boys are several occasions.
Me say NDC ni Azoka Boys.
Okay.
Because me member NDC mu no. Me hwe your constitution mu me baby I say kwakoye adwuma bi wo baby kwakoye bibi I say let's bring Azoka Boys. Wo mu kan your party bibi a wo fi hanom a wo ba your party headquarters no eni mu hanom ben kakra adraka your new party office no honom ko honom enne wo ko honom a you are free to enter, free to do whatever you want to do. Obi ani honom a or share any special uniform be. We don't have any special forces.
But I've attended more programs here.
Yes.
More Azoka Boys.
No. I want to try about
but they go around with the view of what Sebio Nenchi. Mo party Nshemu ahodo Makobi or No, honorable Telabi, are you saying say are you saying say Azoka Boys attending NDC function?
Let me tell you something. You see, Meba, Oba, my constituency, Oba, me honor. Every activity be a me no. Me wo nipa be mo mo ye adwuma. Ye wo mo event organizers ni ade e wo honor. Okay. Wo mu no mo ko sister canopies, wo mo ko yo arrange the places ni ade ni we. These are people who want party no. So they make na say, wo mo nye party security and I say NDC what do you call it security for, because we buy a NDC more Azoka Boys no womunye a wing of the NDC party there be, but money more as a party. You see own him. No, my clarify it. Does the party know them? Me they make culture to say in the scheme of our party in the scheme no you need bibia women friends Azoka Boys. Personally wini momo I don't know them. What at your money pay Mate win him so far Azoka. I know Azoka. I know him. But you don't know the boys. Me say on find the boys be a me. Okay, but what Bamba Boys? Oh, Mate. Masat invisible forces I will call party headquarters no to sue and prevent you from going there. We don't have such a thing in our party headquarters. Oh, okay. So MPP in the was way. Yes, because because recently one call Kumasi say I saw some of them in uniform. I want see another group of people. Well, it didn't make any say. A lot of the time, no, every party, full soldiers, supporters, there are some who dedicate themselves to party activity organization. So they make all events who organizing the. So they make an And interest ya share that kwa training obi so no ma be provide special security be announce we announce call a party officer on ma azoga boys go gate anu they have to as it were take you through a certain process before you enter our party headquarters. We do not have that.
This stance my police for human here because police for according to them name say all the parties more these groups ISA Muguno. But now you are telling us Muni group Biasa, then it makes the police for human difficult.
I mean, I'm talking to myself, Papa. The American say, if it is to do with groups your party are recognizing woman kind of if indeed Azoka, still okay. Azoka boys your party no quite headquarters you know one more on our more protection on. But there's nothing like that.
Can I come in?
Sorry, there is nothing like that. We don't have such forces at our party headquarters. And the American say, if you come to my area, my constituency Lower Manya, and let me hear program here, me one rant here woman they organize. Kofa webra, kosisa webra, konako yewe, woman no ye. Sorry, Meganasi. Woman no ye. And yes, my share down from group special beer. But these are party activists.
Well,
sorry, Meganasi. Bibi wo hono woman ye my party. Sorry, Meganasi. And that is exactly what the situation is.
And since IGP bad, man mind this because you don't have such groups.
The American say IGP banner say groups. I mean, nobody wants to have any vigilante group here. We don't want out because forming vigilante groups means you are usurping the powers of the security services. You have not been given any training. So they make an
So now IGP man NDC because we need any vigilante group.
See, they make an we do not have.
Okay.
That doesn't mean say so or say or outlaw those groups now. We will not listen to. You
will listen, but you don't.
We will listen to them. So we will not form.
Okay.
Any. That's the thing.
No, that's it. Come on.
If I guess is your Obama times and what my man say. Or say NDC only group be Obo Bamba Boys as an example. Obisan they say Bamba Boys there and they will say
Mr. Mati.
Or what?
I don't know them.
It is what send a what Azoka Boys.
That's the point.
So almost win.
I don't know them.
Very good. Yes, say
that are just invisible force.
Osa for year. That's how say you are. One over that mountain. And I'm a boy. I say if crocodile comes out of water to say the fish has one eye, who are you to say you wouldn't believe the crocodile? Remember, the here say Ghana, your man credit, and you're very important in whatever we are doing. Now say no credit any more. A minor ankasa and 2.0 and queen. We are where we are because of yem pese ye didn't crano about point is that what is honorable teller we say? Are they almost cock for hot hips? A bad pip was flying. A warrior because or someone had to go and then form his own party. Horse hips. Francis Esiam, that I know your woman organizer, or call of you on could join any other parties, MPP. Hot hips. And yet vigilante groups. Or no fear. Now say you call talency. You call your friend say I'm other places. Those boys now mukukuru ba honoma. Hey, na garnish one shots na omubobo omutututu ba e what talent. Those boys omu nya NDC party. Boy now okoti na FM station now okan say owase omuskan 2016. Onya NDC. These are the kind of people we are talking about. These are the vigilante people that we are talking about. Do what na hanom. Now you want to paint the picture out there. Say momo party there. We are clean. We obia ni party ni. This propaganda must stop. Let's go say this to the Marines. We know what is happening. What just here? So Kofi, and I said here, enemy me I said here say, you're making sure say we fight as a people to ensure that there's sanity in whatever we are doing in terms of our elections. He started very well. Say the process must be well educated and schooled to us. Obian who say when never say we ye who are it is lack of education and lack of the knowledge of the process. And sometimes any problem. I agree with him perfectly. Now, we say, oh, party there be obi party there, oh, koha, they will stop you from entering because there's some invisible voice. Now, who party there, who knew obia or honor. And the next moment, the same people from your party will go and sit on radio and say, almost can come out to honor and what you try.
No, but
Are they Akotia, prime minister saying, yeah, 2 days ago. Obi trace can say, oh, the Kowobi, Yakupon Kwa, and no, Johnny, and now you're vigilante. Now, these are the things we're talking about. Your party is not an exception.
Yes,
so my point is that
but then we've not been able to identify.
What did I say earlier on? Messi police for no, they have extra job to do.
Police for no, I don't know. If the producer bet me check here. I don't know. Say net you say you may. Footage be a police ni ana ojina ho. And to kwane sha ase sa na oyi free mboko because. Usuru hwe numbers na yade and so in that circumstance no party ne be yeden
Kofi Mame can say mention the thing is not about nomenclature, it's not about names. Say it's not about say obiafa house say medin edi say blue security and now we so abeka say we sky security Emma party we it's not about names. Then we are misleading ourselves. The job is not even done. We can have names and of course they behave properly. But we may also have situations where, like Honorable Taylor be pointy, oh, be an party in my party constitution, the near Zoka boys, and they say, equally in my party constitution, there's nothing like any invisible force, there's nothing like Bamba boys, which you people say that they are associated to MPP. There's nothing like that. Se sana opesa yenina kwa, then nya chomono ebe do so papa. But I'm saying that the IGP and his team must go extra mile to assure us, say, they would ensure that nobody will misbehave on election day. But Okoka said, me, I'm disbanding groups. It's not enough. Okay. Yes, the groups will go.
So,
Honorable Telebi, please agree with me and let's all ensure that your party, when it comes to violence,
let me tell you something.
Your interior minister say violence begets violence. When they do that, what will I do?
It is a normal saying. Yes, who dey sutroko? Violence begets violence. It is a fact.
You keep security, watch over me, and you come and tell me violence. Let them do what they are doing. Hey, let me tell you something.
You see, even the security, let me tell you something. Even the security man, our training, will not sit down. Our bakwa sick and all the other one. He will defend himself.
Absolutely, but the point is that in leadership position, so you're responsible. Some know what hey, or say, hey, walk or cool. You can't do that. What is violence?
No. It means yeah.
Na Bible. Say me Christian. Most say Bible. I say your boy. What's the name? I was so never other side. Now who your leader? And you know about this. Now but just say violence begets violence. That's comfortable. The next one you come and say you are
when the church no. You see they all can know you are just assuming.
I'm not assuming.
And say no or apply that principle. Maybe he doesn't believe in that principle.
The principle is what violence begets violence.
What they make say? They all can say. Who go show be before and before. They say join ground now ground before. If you feel on
therefore attack and let me attack. Chaos.
You know, it's a fact. Say Obi koye bibia. If you no. The point is that to avoid. You see, let me tell you something. The into your cancer and say who the kwa Obi su the beshia. But don't go. So they make an answer because it takes two to tango. It takes two to tango.
When they
so they make an answer. Okay,
but I will tell you, more party more security.
You have security.
No, we are security conscious. So they make an
more party security.
We are security conscious. You see, I would not sit here and talk about things I don't know.
More party security.
Jose,
more party security.
They do.
I don't know that I know of.
They also the Kofi Adams,
not that I know of.
On the party
but the American say we have, party members who dedicate themselves. Our organize it. Who call a party office?
Those are the things we're talking about.
You will not see organized people.
We are not also organized. We don't have what do you call it?
Anyway.
Never the name. Never say name. No, different from organization. Then what we are here, doesn't exist. There's nothing that in this exists. It exists. There is nothing under the sun that has a name. Doesn't exist. There is nothing. Once your executive in Kumasi who says
so the name Bamba Boys that has a name exists.
Exists. It doesn't exist. It's not true.
The name Azoka Boys
it exists, but as to whether it is a party in a form there's nothing like that. It is not our party that formed it. So the make say it so happens coincident that Papa no a party chairman.
Sure.
And they work for a party. So boys be one. So the make I don't think so. One registered group be a from
no one has registered anything.
But the American say, more acknowledge the fact say, more headquarters on more invisible forces. One of them. No, they are called Funka Games. Who call Funka Games? Did they register their names? Please allow me to talk. Ma, who's to know on men?
Honorable Koso.
Ni Juma na oye no. The American say, Masa, the American say, a lot of the time, no, your problem here one say. Political leaders will be either they don't have confidence in the electoral system or they don't understand it.
And they don't even know how to talk. Violence begat violence.
Sorry, they don't understand it.
They will use violence begat violence.
Okay. Because, Masa, there is one thing that is happening. Now, voter register, new register, whatever register, let's clean register. And some of these things now, approach any easy a dealing no and then any good or bad signals to your crop na wo mo yechi no so they make an answer because say ne obi as say yampa what do you call it the voter register for ma any assembly so they make an answer assembly but minua obi a person e benya clean register we go ye so they make an answer na adiba ko say in the compilation of the register, no, the echo no, we the stakeholders, no, near money come. So they make answer. But say ye one more kukune, ye now ye appointee.
I don't think we are discussing register.
That is it. The emergence of these vigilante groups. Let my vote count and what you see, there's vigilante group. These are some. I mean, let my vote count.
And let my vote count. Hey,
I am telling you.
I
am not.
No, what is the point?
Yeah, Master, say vigilante group. No, and you want to and you say those who create the environment for people to go and fight. No. They are also vigilante groups.
Okay. This is
a very, very important, thing
I say had the whole time.
I have not. I want to exhaust it. What I want to say is, we must educate our followers. Let them understand. Let us not hide behind our quest for power to create unnecessary tension that will let people from my village come to Accra and come and get involved in demonstration.
Thank you. Say that your party.
So they make an Can you imagine the feeling of the people? It was a village now, a branch of village of Krasuba over pine. Can you imagine the Omuntiasi and Tiasi crowd this sorry fee on buy?
One with the power money.
On the election day. On the election day, such a person,
rubber bullet.
A better than a process, Nancy. So they already know ya can't say I didn't shrouded in something. Meanwhile, no, electoral process here. Ghana, if you go to Britain when we election, you won't see any police agent there. So they make an say, what do you call it? Vote no cry no. Police station. You declare results in the open. But I'm not to the sense you see a strong room, even collation center. Now I'm for critique unnecessary, tension here and there. So they make us say, and no, they make us say, no, me say, vigilante, no vigilante. Everything depends on how we educate our people to make the electoral process. Now say,
because me the polling agent could I don't describe the polling agent as a glorified observer.
Honorable
but honorable Obaka said this
abuse of incumbency.
There has been a situation where General Mosquito share na contact the Eco EC office. If the okay sign a TSA the because of polling station no does not really matter what strong room there.
Yeah, I mean can say
me.
The man General Mosquito share na kon atade ko hono atade no se ko hono had to do with the election awie e polling station NDC ade ba kon ya na ya manfo nwanwan say we tobo e koso no ye training and crop no we want them to understand the process so they are here uko transfer hono ma ye se ko man ko ntokwa go and watch the course of
modern machetes.
Oh, Miss
classes.
You see, make comment. Don't take those things. They can say,
and characters there.
And then they say, oh, Nipano, what take you to training. Your mouth electoral process, nothing. In the time of it, no to bueno. Now you're coalition here, BBR properly. And then to sorry, I mean, transmission of the results no fee some of the regions to the center no. I go to necessary now. One person catch up. Who lose no person catch up. One person the count no the be count no. And the man I'm for call hormone.
Oh, that means something can be done.
Vigilante. So vigilante. But people were expressing their objection to what was going on.
Different from what I said.
You go so Pampaso. Maybe also says here. Maybe also come out. You agree? Say I've been fair to you with time management. They have been very fair to you. You go so Pampaso. Jumedi so na Super T. Ekraya saying then Bomodiane TV. Then answer na Amen Scientific Herbal Hospital. Woman so Ekraya saying Obane de Enfidi no ehwe wane ehu. Oya de baby ewo na enura ahodo ese de ema ono ye de ama ona ama wanya ahoden yi pa wo mu adaroma ena de Pampaso dwumedi bro Gawan fashion so adaroma ena atade e hyemi wapam e de ahyemi aja Kamadin oduru ha na say eh watade hwan e pam kireme na menkopam bi wo ho mesra the telephone number ni no betumi afa 027 624 9338 027 624-9338. Oya de pa o nkan telefon na o kasa we pam a obekọ no pam ye na afi ohu wa no twitwa ne bi kona on pam bi emfa ema wo manda roma na eguso de Pampaso dwumedi ebro enche beba mo so na afi mwanya kwan atumi abamu ebi come o reaction no
o kan na maker obisa ne say obi akọhye na ko de atade ana warriors dress Electoral Commission, and vigilante, inciting vigilante groups in the party now. I'm say, or say, oh, no, the Obukoyo, Mujuma body for far, but one say, of course, they went there. Go no move say figures be any other things. Omode in Kuntima, he should describe the scene well. Cutlasses. Career PCG Electoral Commission in 2008. That is what these people do.
That is different from
See, that is why I said that we have not had clear-cut definition of what a vigilante group is by the security forces. Say it's about name. It's about say, oh, Kamal boys, oh, Kofi's boys, and I tell if that is what we deem as vigilante group, and we've missed the point. Point in say, and Kofobi will honor ombedi juma ebeye enye papa emaye it will worry the whole electoral system. We should go extra mile to ensure say such people are not there. I will repeat this and repeat it again. Typical example is Nipa Oka say NDC 4 year almost can air train. I believe the man was just speaking for himself. No. It is a meeting he attended or he might have attended. No, Maga say Mungo say second enter on. Into no buy no in the bush anymore or the kind of public. Emma Obia and Tel Aviv is aware of this. If you are the constituency Kurano, second once set to honor, we can't count it. So for me, what I'm saying is I'm a patch of more government, abuse of incumbency, and they didn't talk about. They say osisi obi isisi too much ebedu be nipa na kasa no if he say I will have to stand up and fight for my right and the diaba until abuse of incumbency please let's watch it but abaimu na opese o twist the arms of institutions in your favor no ebe ha aje but I am telling you that we in MPP have always been law abiding. You better ensure say really? Whatever we do, of course we have always been law abiding, of course, and that's the point. We have always been law abiding. We are going to support the security forces to ensure that we have a credible election come inshallah November or December 2016.
Medasipi kama Sabre ye baby your phone lines na ansana na we twa ye ho akwakwaje yaboafo enkratfo aba nti Sabre yenko nom ye superti ye wi a ya hwehwe Amen Scientific Herbal Hospital akiri kwan eno akiri ne besia ba obetoa yenkomo no so yekwaba. I was say try okwaje yaboafo nkrato ya san aba Pampaso dwumedie so na yegwe na ebebie phone lines na mamo Sabre na mwaba mu na mwadwe nkyira ahodo efa enkomo ayedi hu no matumi edemode aba 0302211705 and as 706 0302211705 and as 706 PK any of refa odi kan PK yamwajo
yeah Adom good evening.
Good evening, PK. Kasa yente.
Yeah, Kofi.
Yeah.
2016 election, Baya Babetu, Sebaya peaceful. If 3 parties, I want to say, the political parties involved, NEC, and we the citizens. Yambisa, I will say, for far too long, I didn't know the political party now, you're defeating no. That political partner failing to give the actual good messages to the followers as to the reason why Omuluzi, so that in future it will be a lesson to them. Then they will go back to the drawing board. 2012 election, MPP lose it. Up to now, followers need the reasons why Omuluzi.
Okay. But as I'm found out what's here to us. I always hear you, Majo.
Major, so now what to say?
Yameda Susha, Mini, Akasa into
Yamishraga one, and let my I'm assistant DC now call as far as though I'm assistant and DC team Kwatiaka, you movie Yamishra. Maybe a Kufika make a bit there. I see don't get the idea that the cancer no action a quarter day. It will be who shot idea, not that idea. It would be saying and it would be what I didn't say, not a second night to Shima, a yapatadi.
I can remember what I did before. You were contadia who said we are contadia. You were at idea of friend Acotadio.
And the soldiers was that your machine. You will be almost some la color. And the engineer say, Una Ghana. That's the judges simply Mosona, okay.
But as I'm fat, my next caller that fee honestly. Abudu Yamwajo. Abudu Yaton Kapa.
But Abudu Karim was fantastic.
Okay, Abudu Kasa.
I thought if you know a bit of food, I can't person kind of say, well, I believe you own, you and Timo Madiafe. Share NDP 4%. Thank you, yet, come tell me, Nike, you did the piano, man, South Africa for. Because South Africa for, or more to a very year, a beer in your politics, or more pennies had your million that. Because then when you're trouble here, or more year that study, ain't training or more crime.
Now, yes, we did this party and yes, on my own. South Africa of a good MPP party, or winning no crane. Okay. Yo, but that's my family next caller. Abraham, Otianka, I'm Wajoba, Adom TV so.
Yo.
Abraham Kasa.
Abraham Kasa Pichuma.
Okay, Abraham Kasa.
Onabo Kelabi. Military Chow. Oye, Nikumi. Na Oba Reducer, on Kano Karikakra. Military Chow.
Ada dia hena wan kan okre no.
Vigilante no or see any party.
Okay. Yo, me da say, mamemfa. Okay. Mamemfa echo entwa so. Echo what yen kan yemwajo. Echo what yen kan. Okay. O free hen na kasa echo.
Me kasa bi chufu timokwa.
Okay, echo kasa.
Me bi chufu praso.
Okay, kasa echo.
Yo, kofi sam say dia wo hwe nyina ne mpanifo atase wehu no kresem police IGP mpotumi aka say yen hwe vigilante group ne yen hwe na wo honorable teller de ne o be jamba be kasa vigilante group bi ni wona say wo pese o che say IGP ndi o kan enimu ana obi enim azoka obi enim de ekoso organa na say wo a wodi o man enim na say obeka bibi tie Ghana for na yen hu say sabe de ekoso no say emwa yen na wo pani a obi hwa as MP na obeka wo ya na say won kaja no wum say wonni no kura bi nchire Ghana for yesre sam pani for we no na Ghana for yesre say o mu hwe o mu na yen so
yeah that's it ma me fa Japan entwa so Japan te nkan yam wadwo nwume
mejo so
Japan kasa
say opinion ka say NDC yenisa part ayine konu no krebiani yo say nu
ada we NDC ni
patron
okay kasa
yo na ni nu nti o mi nya ina say 2016 na dia sunjova
okay yo so NDC na mo okay me fa me na scholar me ni Ahmed Yemwajo Ahmed, what you can you na ofrefin na kasa.
Kofi. Na obi design.
Nyame da social Ahmed.
Kofi.
Ahmed, kasa.
MPP for omo party leader. Ebe ka say ejina Kofodia. E ka say akan for sorry. Na akan for muso boja. Ntomo nsoro waka na kan fo misoro boja nsi o mu leader na nkasa
sa no kan no anyway mate mamemfa ose entwa so ose wote nkan ye mwajo
me pacho mejo so
aja say o frefre he na kasa
kofi me frefre sonyaa me bembrekum kato
mi betwam memende ya ba kwa me mfuma yie e obrekum ene nti
kofi betwam okwan ho
mate me dia kasa
wo fufuo no
oh okay kasa me nti we oh okay wo fufuo eno abawa na say he fa na wan kasa bie ma koi memfa me next caller me ya udin ne bia o frefre kakabo me nim say udin ne sa na ti a
yeah
okay me dia kasa me nti
good evening da wasene mo program amoye
okay
na mo educate en kakra nanso emso obi credit kan se bi mo ba bi ti se ne motia aya mon kan no credit kakra mfen tre tifo no na yanso yan fasun to na mo na afia bato ne de yenyina ebe fi ni papa ekogu a yebeje ekoko na so a yebesom that's it
okay yo medasipi mefa me next caller 0302211705 and answer 706 oba na wa ma TV no volume no aba form na afi yetumi ene akasa ousu yemwajo
Takofi me majo glagosi
mejo so ajausu
me pacho yes frère mpanya mfono omo se omo no mudi enim ye ti omo pa ene omo be ka asem ne se enye nakura eya na ehadwen yes framo se black of uti radio station ya o ka sai so ka asem ne se eya obiere do kompa mo se station we na kan say Adom TV na kan say bia na asanso se wonu ka fa bia na asanso nya nakura nti yes framo eya ansamo ma no betena wa fie so
emu de he na enye nakura
eya na NBC for nsamo ya omo kan no kwenya mi ani ayo mo na kwenya ndadi we ani yes from ye pomoto we yes
meda se mamemfa Lexibo ye mwajo Flexible mini ya kasamentio
we had people.
The Bacho, make us a floor was it. Papa Penimu to our walking. Papa Penimu, I can't send you in a foot to some to one I will come to. Didn't escape you.
And with the
Montano crack at my knees here.
okay, Stella, me now you say money honorable teller be a nyadwen say vigilante group anymore.
Party, we don't have, you know, the American is a minion. Party. Uko matter. Yeah. Uko MPP headquarters.
Mamemfa Frank Ntwatro na memra so. Mamemfa Frank. Honorable teller. Honorable teller. Member also Mamemfa Frank Ntwatro. Frank, what you kan yam ajo? Hello. Okay, Frank Kasa.
Kasa. Honorable Labi Enche na sa no kra omun kan ntina magana fo. Yenye president na nkasa kreni. Dan was mo beka che president beka che yenye ni kese. Omam NDC for begina apaswa. Omun kan no kra che.
What is the
Yo bien mo se Bamba boys or Azoka boys or.
Yo, medase. Honorable teller bi
you see,
Obashan you may yes one can
surprise and enyemi nwanwa so because the fact ni say Azoka boys wo no Azoka NDC no and say NDC and the form Azoka boys no.
Okay, na ke say ojetum Azoka boys so.
What I'm saying is that Azoka boys
mu you so mo party.
The American say no, you see the American say if Azoka boys wo no enye NDC and na form Azoka boys. Like we have invisible forces and more MPP party headquarters. Our more invisible oh my bro. No.
Unfortunately, yeah, Brennason.
NDC headquarters. Vigilante, Azoka boys are more protection.
Maybe I say, that
doesn't mean that. Listen to me. That doesn't mean that.
Come on, Dean.
30th for the first National Nasara Conference, the Zongo campaign. 2016 also.
I will say, honey, I Pampaso, Jumedi, come on. That's it. Yamfamo NCA, Yabrano Ason, me did the coffee. Adoma when we producer and work Kofi and Pedro honorable teller be and afi Kamadin yebeda wo mo asese o be kan ye you me the Pampaso Jumedi bro ya kra mo mamu nyina mbo entie enhwe ne mom yenhia e wo brekum me nua kwa me mfuma yi ase me dey na yenhye ne munyam ya kra mo